They said don't fight the system. They said stay quiet.
They were wrong. Lock in. We are exposing what so many have failed to. We are going to show you what bar attorneys have hidden from all of us. Hundreds of thousands of children and twice that of parents have been lied to and walked down the road of termination. It's the death penalty. We're all of the protesters, the ones who fight for the rights of prisoners, dogs, illegal immigrants. Why aren't you coming to the aid of our children and families? Right here in America, every day a child per minute is kidnapped.
And no one cares. We fight alone until today. CPS punishers mount up. Here comes the CPS Punisher.
Anonymous tip, another lie from one of them. No warrant, no proof, just a badge and a grin. Stealing kids like trophies, thinking they'll win. Mama crying on the porch, daddy in the cage. System wrote the script, but the CPS Punisher just flipped the page. The educator they banned, I see every violation, every forged line, every ex-part hearing, every stolen time. One tap of the app and the truth ignites. Welcome to the CPS Punisher, now we can fight.
CPS and the courts have lied to us all.
The courts will not disgrace the family.
CPS Punisher.
Here to avoid the chains and expose the game.
CPS Punisher.
The educator they never wanted you to find.
Punisher.
One tap and their empire cracks. We re-rise, we take our kids back. The app is called the CPS Punisher. I'm the cape in the shadows, the skull in the night, the binder full of secrets, the weapons you all need. Ab initio, watch me void that lie. Fourth Amendment armor, watch the tyrants cry. Falsified drug test gone in a flash. I see Tevio, warrior, due process king. Every parent's hero when the hotline rings. I call it justice. Download the truth, now the system busts us. From the courtroom to the streets, hear the battle cry. The CPS Punishers arrive. Kiss your bar asses goodbye. They tried to silence us, now we're the loudest voice in the room.
CPS Punisher.
Here to avoid the chains and expose the game.
CPS Punisher.
The educator they never wanted you to find.
Punisher.
The children never leave again. Families rise, we never look back. We now use the CPS Punisher.
This ain't revenge. This is reunification. This ain't rage. This is resurrection. Open the app. Step into the fight. You ready?
CPS Punisher.
The app you need when they took your kid.
CPS Punisher.
The truth they hid, now the truth gets lit.
Punisher.
Download the power, take back the throne.
Punisher.
You're never alone.
CPS Punisher. The educator they never wanted you to find. Void complete. Family restored. The bar is finished. The Constitution will prevail. Judges do what's right. Treason is your penalty.
CPS Punisher.
Here comes the CPS Punisher.
We know it's all about the money, we know they lie, we know this is corruption. Does CPS know what they are doing to the children?
for the children in every town.
They are taking our kids every day. I try to meet and no one has a thing to say for those who have been isolated. Don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallet. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeves. You can't do what you're trying to do. We've done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She is tired of our kids being taken, God damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher is screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids' pictures held up like dim tags. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with high speed. We will do so much being together. Birds of a feather flock together. So watch out CPS, here we come. Picking you one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. So give us back the kids you have taken. Tiff and the Punisher sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows and the only games you play are on Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. You judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher warrior, and we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. Stopping.
What's up, Tiff?
Hey, I'm tired.
I'm not. I just woke up.
That must be nice.
Oh, it's so nice. Woo. Supermodel in the house. Here he goes. Wow. What a day. What a day. What a day. So what's up, Tiff? Anything good? What'd you find out today?
Well, I didn't find out anything specific today, but I did get to see Claire, so that was good. I haven't seen her for a while.
Claire's saving the world right now.
Yes, she is. My
Claire's
little
on a
protege.
mission. Yep. Little Tiff.
Yeah.
Yep. What is she up to? What has Claire got going on? You should call Claire and have her talk to us while we're here. You should put her on the phone.
Well, she's at a wrestling match right now.
Is she wrestling too?
No, when she said, "Oh, I got to go to a wrestling match," I said, What? She's like, oh no, it's for a friend of mine. I said, okay.
Oh, all right. So she's not calling in. I mean, she's not wrestling.
No.
You know that I got us a call-in line, like a real one.
Yeah, but I don't have the number yet.
Well, I don't either. I mean, I do, but I don't know what it is. I don't even remember. You know what? This is kind of a messed up thing, but I got a bill the other day for it, and I've been paying for it. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And I'm like, oh man, the call-in line. I've had it for like 2 months, and we've never used it. I forgot about it. So we're gonna get that thing kicked up here. And that'll definitely do some things. We'll get some people in here, and you guys will be able to. This is not usually next to me at all. This is very strange in here right now. I feel like I'm out of sorts.
Chris says she still can't figure out the app.
That's all right, Chris. I'm going to have that thing launched tonight, the real version of it, so everything will be fixed. But thank you very much. And I think that the phone version will actually even work tonight. So that will be cool too. But I'm like, literally, I was just talking to Alicia, and she was guiding me through some of the other errors that you guys had been saying about. So thank you guys for all of that. Really do appreciate that. Really, really, really do appreciate that. Oh, thanks, Kelly. Look at that. That's nice, Kelly. Thank you for that. That makes everything worthwhile. Awesome. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's that. What the hell was I saying, Tiff, before you said that to me? I don't remember. Oh yeah, we have the phone, we have the call-in line, and the radio station coming too. That's because I got us a radio station.
Oh my.
Yep. So we'll have all of my music all day long, and then I want to make sure anybody else that, like, I know Brian makes music, I know Chris makes music. Anybody that makes CPS music, I want them to send me their tunes, because it's going to be all CPS all the time, radio type stuff. And maybe we'll get some podcasts on that. We can pop in. I'm going to try to do like our shows on there as well, just as a radio version. And then we have some other good things that are coming up. We got a lot going on. We got a lot of things going on. But the app thing was the epicenter of all of this. We needed to get that app up and running, because that's how we're going to all continue to keep functioning as a unit here,
Right.
See my shirt? Don't rush me. I'm waiting for the last minute.
Oh God. I did send you a video though. I think you should put it up.
All right. Where'd you send it to? My email?
No.
Oh,
your messenger.
All right.
She's very good. I sent it to my brother-in-law. I sent it to a couple of police officers I know. I posted it, so there's lawyers on my page.
Nice. Yeah, you have like 5,000 friends or 5,000 followers or whatever. You have a lot, right?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that shit. I don't care about that.
Well, I do. I mean, you should pay attention there, Tiff.
This is not a popularity contest for me. I just want the word out there. I've been spreading your app like wildfire. I mean, it's crazy.
Burning through the trees. Where the evil CPS, that's the one that you're talking about?
Is it the lady?
Dream Dawn Cook?
Yeah, that be the one.
All right. This is going to be rough, I feel like.
It's actually pretty good.
Do we have to give a warning to have the people leave the room or anything?
No, actually, we need to
get her on the show.
Well, not just get her on the show. She needs to be going down to Washington talking to these people. Listen to what she says.
Is today the 9th?
Yes.
Damn it.
What?
That webinar. I missed a webinar I was supposed to be at. Oops. All right, anyway. Here we go. I guess these sticky notes that I put over here don't matter. There's the one today, December 9th, in print news webinar I was supposed to be at Zoom.
What time was that?
It was 7 hours ago. I missed
Oh
it.
my.
Yeah, it's gone by. There's no coming into that one late.
Well, maybe
All
they'll post it.
right. Maybe. All right, here we go. Let's see what this lady has to say. Oh, I'll start it over. I know.
That
There's
will
no audio.
change the way you see CPS money loop they hope you never learn. Let me explain something in just a couple minutes that will change the way you see CPS forever. When a child stays at home, the system makes zero. Nothing. Nada. Zilch. But the moment a child is taken, oh, that opens up a whole federal pipeline called Title 4-E. And they get reimbursements. Listen what they get them for. Caseworker time, court filings, supervision, transportation, therapy, placement, paperwork, everything. But only if your child is taken. Oh, and foster companies, they're paid per child per day. More money for trauma, more money for special needs, more money for behavioral labels, and more money for sibling groups. So ask yourself, why do they fight so hard to prevent your children from coming home? Probably because when your children do return home, that means there's no daily rate, no 4-E reimbursements, no agency billing, no adoption bonuses, and no therapy payments. Reunification kills their funding. And yes, there are adoption bonuses, real money, and bigger bonuses for trauma cases, special needs, therapeutic level, and especially sibling groups. Oh, if you have 4 kids, that's a massive payout category. 4 diagnoses, even more. A therapeutic sibling group, oh, they've hit the jackpot then. Oh, and here's the most corrupt piece. The same agency being paid for your kids was supervising your visits with them. If you succeed, they lose funding. That's a conflict of interest. It's not an opinion, not a conspiracy. It's a documented financial structure. Once you see the funding trail, you understand exactly why different families are targeted. And please like, share, bookmark, and comment on this post so more people can see it and be aware of what's really going on here.
Oh, that's nice.
She's getting filmed and projected onto the big screen.
Yeah.
Oh, and she's getting some tea.
I said, oh, let me send this to a couple of police officers that I know. Oh, let me send this to my brother-in-law who's the senator. Oh, let me just post it on my Facebook page because one of them is a CPS lawyer and she is on my page. And a couple of other lawyers are on my page.
Yeah, we'll share that out. But I do have to say this about this. Yep, same time every night, guys. Don't worry about it. So the problem with that is this, is that Title IV funding is based on reunification. Supposed to be. And that's why they tag you along. It's not that they're gunning for you, because the second that they say that adoption's the way to go or they terminate your rights, that's when they do lose that funding. So that's the only part there that she has a little bit altered. That's why they tag you along all the time, because if they don't say reunification, then you don't get Title IV funding. Because the second they say that termination is your thing, that's when it's supposed to go. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I haven't looked at it in a while. Maybe they haven't changed it, but I'm pretty sure the last time I read it, that was what it was said. But yeah, overall, she's absolutely right, and that's a great video. And she didn't even ever say that wasn't it. All she said was that reunification ends their funding, but it really begins it. But nonetheless, I understood what she meant. But I'm not sure if that's what. You know what? I don't know if that's what it still says or not. Do you? I'm sure it does. It must be. I mean, based on no one's going to say that let's give them money and to take their kids away. Like no idiot in their right mind would write that down and take that.
Well, I don't know. Well, they're not going to write it down, but when we
Right.
did
I mean,
that
we all know what the truth
webinar,
is, right? When we're in it, we know what the truth is. We know for a fact that that's what they're doing. But that's the reason why they can take you for that ride because, the 3 month, the 6 month, the the reviews, all that stuff are all part of the billing cycle that they get from the Title 40 funding. That's some mandatory things. Brian, my man, getting ready for the Christmas Eve. Um, so everything that they're doing is based on what Title IV funding says they have to do, or ASFA, or CAPTA, or any one of those other substance abuse one. There's an assload of bills out there. You don't even realize how many bills are out there that funds this stuff. It's not just Title 4E. There's things that back to back to back to back that just keeps adding, and that's why, man, we need to stop with the bullshit of these bills, people, or drafts. I'm sorry, they're not bills, they're drafts. Bills have numbers, bills have backing and all that stuff. But we need to stop doing this stuff and saying, let's add this and that, because all you're doing is prolonging the life of child trafficking. There needs to be nothing more than abolishing CPS, period. That's what needs to be happening. Because all these bills are doing are just funding it more and more and more and keeping this thing alive. That's all it's doing. That's all they're doing is doing that. And they're trying to make, one of the people out there that have a bill right now, or a draft that is more like the one that I did. Hers actually lowers the standard of the burden of proof that they need.
you mean the one she stole and redid? Yeah,
Yeah,
that one,
yeah,
yours. Okay, go ahead.
yeah. So it lowers the burden of proof to so like they don't have a low enough one as it is to take your kid, which is nothing, I don't think, because you don't even need to have a reason. But so now we want to have less than that. Like, poof, your kid's just gone now. They don't even take them anymore. They just vanish, gone, for no reason. It's crazy. So there needs to be nothing more than abolish CPS, period. That needs to go away. Because as long as there's money involved in any of this stuff, you're never going to get away from the corruption, because people are too fucking greedy in this world to see. And you know what? If you took this like a car salesman, right? Car salesman, that's all these CPS workers are. I mean, in one hand, you got to be like, wow, what pieces of shit. But on the other hand, you know what? Really, that's what they are. They're these call center people. They work based on bonuses. They work based on this. So why wouldn't you do that? That's your income, your job. It's what you do. You need to do the best at your job so that you can give Christmas presents to your kids. So you can make sure your family has a big Christmas. Screw everybody else's family. That's fine. We'll go ruin theirs. But mine's going to be great because I got all these bonuses. I mean, that's the mentality of these people, I think, that work there. It has to be. Because what else? How could you get up? You have a great night of having sex with your husband and everything. You go to work the next morning and you're like, oh, let's go steal some kids and ruin a family. Like, who the hell does that? Unless they're like, oh, well, great. Let's go to work and let's make that money, honey. Come on, we're going to make that money. Christmas is coming. I mean, there's got to be the mentality of these people, because people can't be that awful to say that they're just like, I want to go ruin families today. Or do these people think that they're really saving the world? Either way, they're both fucking wrong, because all they're doing is ruining families. So nobody's saving the world and nobody's freaking helping anybody. The only thing that will help anybody is to get rid of CPS. And in the meantime, use the app to help you fight against them. Because maybe if we make these fuckers lose in the courtroom, maybe that will start making a difference too.
Well, I did read that a couple of legal analysts think that the United States Supreme Court is going to turn over the 1934-35 ruling, and give Donald Trump the power over the federal agencies. And CPS is part of the executive branch.
But we haven't seen them do a lick of anything to CPS. They've done nothing.
Yet.
Aren't you starting to feel like a taillight warranty person? Like, whoop, they went by.
Well, I can't feel like that, because if I felt like that, it would have been when I started and right smack dab in the middle of it. Not that I'm at the end of it.
Look, I love Donald Trump, but but I'm starting to see a lot of things differently than I was seeing before. I might have been like into the sludge, maybe. It's my opinion about how I feel. I mean, clearly, I love the guy. You know, I got the picture above my head. I have Trump flags. I have all this stuff. But I'm starting to see some things that, and you know what? It's up to everybody out there to figure out make their own decisions. I'm not going to try to sway anybody, but I'm starting to see some things that, I don't know, maybe not meaning the left or the Democrats or none of that shit, because I don't play that game anyway. But I'm just seeing the overall picture of mankind and life and everything, and I'm starting to see some things that I didn't see before I looked at things in this way. So I would highly suggest that if you are a Trumpite like I was, and still am to a degree, because I don't know, maybe these people are just fruitcakes too. But he is maybe not the person I thought he was. I'm just trying to validate a little bit more. But like I said, I'm not going to try to sway anybody one way or the other. That's up to you. But this is the thing. And Dieter just asked, do I ever think that they'll really abolish CPS? No, I don't. I really don't. Because you know why? Because CPS is the economy of the United States of America. If you think about everybody that's in the Sestacue Trust thing right now, if you think about people that are looking into that and the bonds and all of this stuff, what funds this country, right? If you believe in the Sestacue Trust and all that stuff and it's real, it's us. We fund our government. Because why? Because they make us out, they sell us to China or they sell us to some sort of people. They buy that package of people and they get this, hence the Sestacue Trust. The money comes back, right? So we get bought as people, and that's the money that comes and funds our economy. Therefore, you can't end CPS because it is legal human trafficking. It's how we get, it's like getting a second mortgage, right? So like they've gotten all the money they can get from us as they did when they sold us off the first time. So how do they get it again? They take us and they move us around. And now we got more money back into the economy because no one's really even seeing this. It's not like there's a truck driving up and bringing up pallets of cash, right? Like that's not what's happening here. These are just numbers that are going here to here to here to here. And they're all just shifting stuff over and over and over. They're double dipping. They're doing all kinds of stuff. There's so much fraud, so much corruption, not just at the federal level, at the state level, at the local level, and at the even local level. I mean, you would destroy this country if they allowed CPS to be abolished. And I'm firm on that statement. And I'm not saying that I've seen things that say that like directly, but I mean, it's proof's in the pudding, man. Where's the only place Doge didn't go? Don't touch this stuff. We'll go around to everything else, make a big noise about it and this, that, and the other. And what do we not do? We don't see anything in CPS. You know, Robert Kennedy comes in. All right, we're going to see something. All he's done is take away, not saying that that's not important, the food stuff and the dyes in the food and all that shit. That's what he's done. Like nobody has even remotely. And when they even do talk about CPS, they don't talk about what all of us are talking about, the wrongful removal. They talk about the children that they missed that are dead, unalive, whatever. That's the only thing that they talk about. They talk about how they messed up and how to make them better. So all they're doing is trying to strengthen their role in our faces. Whoa, CPS didn't do good enough to save that kid, and everybody buys it. But you know what? A child a minute is dying in this country to some family. A child a minute is being taken by CPS, and that's the death penalty for us. And you don't see a goddamn politician out there sitting there even moving a cheek to say we need to stop the funding that gets us, because that's how it would all end, to stop the funding. But they're not going to, because there's too many people. You want to say, like, they say what, 90% of a dollar for that you give to Red Cross, actually 10% of that is all that goes to Red Cross. 0% of any money is going to go to helping abolish CPS, because all the money comes back in their pockets tenfold. The judges, the cops, the caseworkers, the GALs, the janitor at the goddamn courthouse. Everyone is making money because children are being taken, and this world is too fucking greedy and too many. What are you going to do when 3/4 of the population lose their fucking jobs because they stop taking children? Because one way or the other, CPS is involved in everything. They are involved in everything, in the churches, in the help groups, in the health care, in the traveling, the transportation sect, in the rental properties, in all of this. They're involved in every goddamn bit of it. And they did that for a reason, because you know what? You can't take money from people. They're not going to ever allow that to happen. So what do? They build their industry. They build this huge mega industry. There's too many people to lose jobs. So now they're not going to allow this to happen, because we can't have all this job loss. Not on my watch. Not on my watch while I'm a politician. We're not going to let this jobs go here. So now they can't even do the defunding of CPS, because these politicians aren't going to let these people lose their jobs. Fuck the family that lost their kid. They're expendable. That's 4 people. Not a big deal. No one listens to them. Look at the viewership of these shows. No one's paying attention. They don't fucking care. No one cares except for us that are here on this show, listening day in and day out, that are trying to do something. No one else gives a fuck, people. They don't care. They don't. And that's very clear, because it's the amount of money that is worth to them by removing a child outweighs the potential of a person growing up, being successful, making money and everything. They don't care. You don't get that chance in this United States of America. If you're not privileged and you're not working in the workforce, it's going to be a part of taking your children. That's the cold, hard facts of what's going on here. So do I think CPS will be abolished? Absolutely not. Until people get their head out of their ass and they start realizing that this is what's going on and that they could be next. You know, maybe when a senator's kid gets taken, or maybe when the president's kid gets taken, or one of these athletes get taken, that they do all this shit. Because all of them are the ones that are really hurting and abusing and neglecting their kids. Half of them don't even know how to spell their fucking kids' names, let alone do anything for them. But they're not abusing and neglecting their kids. But they're not going to get touched, because they're the ones that are making all that money to keep the wool over your eyes, that you don't realize what the hell's going on in this world. That's what that's all about. That's what this whole fucking thing is about.
Well,
so until we can change that, no, I don't think we're going to do that.
But I will say this. CASA, however y'all say it.
Mm-hmm.
Their money stops at the end of this year. They get no more funding.
But it's already been defunded and then they refunded it.
Okay, well, Pam Bondi said no more.
Well,
GAL funding ends at the end of this year. Her exact words were, "You are not helping American children."
Okay,
so
good.
That's two good things.
Mm-hmm.
You said so much. I had so much to say, but then now I forgot. But do I think it will ever be abolished? No. And I'm going to tell you why. Even if it wasn't about the money, we all know that there really are children out here being abused. Okay. And somebody needs to take them. I really wish more kinship and fictive kin would step up, because at least if we could get rid of foster care, that would be a bigger start, right?
Mm-hmm.
That would ultimately be the downfall, because kinship, they don't get reimbursed. Fictive kin, they don't get reimbursed. The only thing about that is they don't want to give you shit.
Right. But that's the thing. You need that money. So, like, then again, you need it. So then that puts you part of the, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. It's like a double-edged sword. You can't get away from it, because there are people that need the services. They need the stuff. So we can't cut you out. And I know you don't get anything, but let's say you did. Can't cut you out of it because you really need this stuff. So that's not right to do either. You know what I mean? So this is like, it's all just hinged. It sucks. It really sucks.
This is the thing. I think if the federal government looked at the money and said, hey, instead of putting these children with strangers, why not take that federal funding and pay fictive kin or kinship? That would eliminate foster care, and then they would still get the funding, but it would have to come to the families like me and quite a few other grandmothers that I know that I've helped get custody of these grandkids to get them out of foster care. They don't get shit either.
Why don't we just change the narrative? Instead of adoption for the bonuses, we just say reunification.
For the bonuses.
Right. Just change that word.
If we switched everything around one, less children will be removed because they're not getting the money. They have to leave the even if they kept the children in the home. And this is the biggest problem that I have, right? Like, it's so common sense that nobody understands it. What the fuck do you mean you don't understand? If you leave the kids in the home, take that same money you were going to pay strangers, help the family, help
Yep.
grandma, help whoever.
Or the family itself.
Well, that's
Give
what I'm
them money to
saying.
them, right?
It's so common sense that nobody has common sense anymore.
Because there's too much in the extra stuff. That's why it's too much. It's gone on. You know, this CPS in the state of Maine, there's a $3 million do it whatever you want with it check that CPS can write to any sort of doctor organization or healthcare facility or whatever that they want to just donate that helps them with their needs. I don't know if I did something like that, it'd be called a bribe, but they have it in here and it's in their budget and it shows it. You know, like there's just so much money that goes out from them that you just can't, without even hurting someone else's family that you don't even mean to hurt. You know what I mean? Like it goes back so far and it's so much. I'm not saying that I won't, like never going to stop fighting for this shit or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, man, if they could just, I really think if you could just switch adoption for reunification, it would do so much.
So I'm glad Danielle. I'm sorry, Darren. I'm glad Danielle's on here. Hey, Danielle, my little buddy. Me and
Danielle
Darren need a combo with your boss.
Yeah.
If you could set it up via Zoom, that would be great.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's it.
Since he's in charge.
So I don't know, Gunner, can I? Well, shit, if I didn't say Gunner, we wouldn't know. Anyway, I had this person that we just got like the silver bullet. They had their kids taken by CPS and their kids are special needs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they just got a letter that said that they now needed to pay child support for these kids.
For what?
And provide health insurance.
For what?
For the kids that they took. But here's the kicker. These kids, their father lost their life. So these kids already have Social Security survivor benefits that CPS has already taken from this woman also. So now, and they also have insurance through that until they're 18 because of the survivor benefits from their father losing their life. Now, CPS is saying, you pay child support to us and you provide them insurance. That's the silver bullet, people. That is exactly what we needed. Everybody keeps talking RICO, RICO, RICO. There it is. That's it. Now it can be proven that an organization has taken money fraudulently. That's mail fraud. That's wire fraud. That's all of these things. They've actually received payments fraudulently from the Social Security. Now you can prove the organization. You can prove the crimes. You can prove where the money went to. You can prove who's taking it. Those are the things that you need to get a RICO. Everybody keeps saying this RICO. It's not just a conglomeration of people. You need to have the proof, who it is, who they are, the organization. Prove the organization's legit. You need to be able to prove that there's actually corruption going on. How is that corruption happening? Where is the actual crime being taken place in it? And where does it go to and how does it get there? Well, there we just got it. So
that's
thank
awesome.
you for them. And thank them. It sucks that the family's going through this. But at the same time, that's what they're doing. How many people, if it was that easy and that quick to happen to this person, how many people are out there that, they depend on these death benefits. They depend on this stuff. This is part of it. It's not just, they say it's for the kids. Sure, they're raising these kids. That means house payments. That means car payments. That means all the things involved in taking kids, and having their kids. They still have this stuff, even though their kids were taken. They still need that money. But the government's taking that. And then what a kick in the balls to say, oh, yeah, and you know what? Why don't you pay us some money for child support too? That's it. That's it. Connor. yes, that was that. So that's that. But we got it. We fucking got them.
CPS just can't take your kids because you don't have a job. Tell them to get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
So Danielle, did you hear me? We need a conversation with your
We need
boss.
the RFK talk, please, very soon. Yes, yeah, Deidre, sure the hell is. Sure the hell is.
Well, that's great. I hope y'all can file it immediately. But there is a federal law that came out a couple years ago that said that the federal government would waive the child support for kids in foster care from their parents if the state waived it. But you know they're not going to waive it because if they're collecting it, they want those federal dollars.
That's right, Danielle. And Danielle just said, then they put a freeze tax returns. That's what they do. Then they
That's
do
why
that.
you don't file. You don't have to file.
Mm-mm.
It's self-reporting. I got the whole book.
Yep. I just put 0. That's it. Sorry, no money. I was just saying before, Darren. That's what he did. Danielle, I need to talk to you after the show too.
Yep. Make sure you remind her we want a conversation
Yes,
with her boss.
yes, I will. I will remind her that RFK is to be on the horn with us immediately.
Or not, if not him, the dude that works under RFK.
Did you call Sheriff Mack yet?
I told Renee to tell him that I reached out to him and she said she would. So have I responded? No.
Because this time we take these sheriffs back because that's a big part of this that's going on. It's time.
Thank you, Danielle. And I will call him tomorrow. Hold on a minute. The little one thinks he's going to be climbing up the dog crate. Come here and say hi to Darren. He was like, hey, Darren, hey, Darren, hey, Darren. Come say hi to Darren now that you can see him. Yeah, that's Rudolph.
Oh, he does have a crayon.
Look, who's that?
Hey, buddy.
Oh, he's mad because I took Rudolph.
Oh, Jesus. Rudolph's more important than Darren.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, Darren.
Yeah, there he is.
Say hi to Darren.
Hi, bud. No, 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 no. Yes.
Y'all have a weird language.
Ears.
Where's your ears? Where's your ears? Good job. Ear,
yeah. Good job.
Can you say hi to everybody? Say hi. Yeah, that's Darren.
There I am. That's my biggest fan, everybody. Yep.
Say bye.
Bye, buddy.
Okay, yeah, see. Say bye.
No.
Yeah. Get Rudolph. Oh my.
Yep. So I mean that's where it all. That's. I'm not trying to make anybody be and feel like this is not because we're gonna make this work regardless of whatever goes on. We're gonna make this, and they're gonna listen. They have to listen to us. If we could just be strong enough and all of us be together enough and solid enough to listen, but for the right reasons. There's too many right now. There's too many things. There's too many groups out there that are foo-fooing around and trying to this, that, and this, and like it's like they're just bleeding this thing out, and then they're gonna be right back where we are. It's almost like it's a cycle. You can see it now. When you're in it for long enough, you can see the cycle. Like the next the wave of people come out, and like here we still sit. You know what I mean? But like the wave of people come out and then they die out because this isn't for everybody. This is not for everybody. This is very taxing. It's tiring. It's stressful. The amount of people that depend on you, when you let people into your lives, the amount of people that depend on you, and it's like, it's a full-time job. It really is, that there's no pay for. And you have to help them, like once you open that door and you try to do your best, but people fall short, you know what I mean? And then that depresses you, and then that, it's very difficult to do this stuff. It's very difficult when you do this stuff to keep your promises. It's very difficult to, because you might mean to talk to 17 people, like 10 people in a day. That's easy to talk to, right, Tiff? 10 people in a day. That's nothing. You call one person, that can be 4 hours you're on the phone with them for. And then you got to do something in your own life. And then you got to do this, but then you got to call this person back so you can at least get to 2. And you're like, maybe I could rip out a couple. No, because that second person is 4 hours. That's it. There goes your 10 hours. and 2 phone calls. And
Yeah.
you'd be talking about nothing at all. You just have the phone on, and you're just blabbing about nothing. But that person needed that, so that's what you did for them. Like they needed just somebody to talk to, someone to vent to, or whatever. Doesn't matter, but that's what you do. But then you have 6 other people that are sitting there like, you didn't call me, you didn't do this, and I'm sorry. Then you got to go through the list of sorries, and then you get to the point where you're like scared to even look at your messages because you know that there's not 6, there's 12 people that are like, hey asshole, you never called me back, or you didn't do this, or you know what I mean? And your intentions are always good. I'm not saying that that's what I do, but I'm just saying that that's what happens. And then you see these people fizzle out because they're not strong enough to stand up to say, hey, look, I'm doing the best I can do. Like that's not because it's not them because they haven't healed themselves yet. They're still broken. So they're not strong enough to deal with their problems one-on-one. You know what I mean? Like some people, this is still a shield that's hiding them from their own issues. And that's the problem with some of these people that are trying to lead these people to the promised land. They're promising them something before they themselves go to that promised land. They're not strong enough. They're not ready for this.
Well, I got to tell you,
drop them all off.
I am so guilty of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I went back through some of my messages the last couple of days because I've been going through it, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Right. It's so hard.
It is. And
and
it's even harder when you have a business. So I got to work, and then I got shit going on in my personal life. And then I got to make sure that I'm done at a certain time because I got to pick this one up and I got to get back to get the other one. Then I got to cook dinner and and it just goes on and on and on. I'm lucky. And you've been on the phone with me. You know how it is. Gunner's been on the phone with me. He knows how it is. Henry, everybody.
Yep. I mean, just like here, you hear the phone just go me, all of the phone line constantly. I'm surprised that we even made it this long without the phone ringing one more time.
I know.
You know what I mean? It's crazy. Danielle, that's right. And Danielle, I'm calling you after the show, so you better pick up. Then I got to call Michelle. See, I'm already starting my list. Now, Danielle, I know I'll be on the phone with her for 2 hours. I know that for a fact. I could try to say 10 minutes, but I know every time we talk, it's like 2 hours. You know what I mean? Like so I might as well get a little calendar going and say 2 hours for Danielle. That's why I don't even try to use my plan. I try to use my planner all the time. And then all of a sudden, I got to sleep. Then that really screws everything up when I got to go to sleep. You know what I mean? Like that just ruins everything, because it's not like an opportune time.
Well,
like it's like, oh, here, let me just go sit down while I pass out, I think.
Yeah, but
Connor,
oh, that is so funny.
Connor,
oh Lord, there she goes. But I tell you all the time, right? And I tell people who want to advocate all the time, you have to take days to yourself, because I'm telling you, I've been doing this so long. If I did not take days to myself, it would have burned me out a long time ago. 2, when it's time to sleep, you need to sleep, because that's your body telling you you've had enough. You need to take a break. And 3, I tell people, if you're in this for the money, you're in the wrong business, because no. Right. It shouldn't even be about money, honestly. It should really be about bringing kids home or keeping kids home. Those are the only 2 choices that we really have.
That's it.
And I saw Danielle said, I'm broke. Well, honey, we're all broke.
Yep, we is. Yep. But we're still going to fight. We're going to continue to fight, That's it. And then we'll
That's the only thing we can do. We have to have hope and faith, right? Even if it's not in the system, because we know the system's fucked up and broken and it can't be fixed. We know this. They're the ones denying it.
Yeah.
But the more voices, and that brought me to my next thing. I wish all my parents were like Claire. If I tell her go speak at town hall, she's down there. She don't care who she's calling out. She don't care what the repercussions are. Nothing. I ask her to do something in her own case, she does it. I don't have no problems with her. And then you got parents that want to they want you to do all the work for them. No.
Right.
No. If you don't do the work, you will never learn.
And you're the ones getting your kids home.
Right. I don't have a dog in this fight.
Yep. No,
because
you're another one.
If I did,
Right?
I would win because I'm not putting up with nobody's bullshit. Not a judge, not a prosecutor, nobody. No, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
I told them the night they were here, y'all got the wrong grandmother. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah. So you want to answer Deidre's question?
Oh, okay. What does it say? What does it say? Haven't seen her in 2.5 years. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Once they start moving around and they can't be controlled, it's over. They're at my doorstep.
Mm-hmm.
The oldest one, January 28th, 6 years.
Might as well have been a stork.
Yeah.
You
The
got
other
an
one,
basket at least.
the other one, this is going to be his 3rd Christmas here.
Yep. So no, Deidre, not all parents are like you.
No, they're not.
You know. And I
I
can't even
wish.
believe that your mom fights against her own daughter having her freaking kids back. It's so sick. That's
Well,
disgusting. If she wasn't if someone is going through that much, like this woman is busting her ass day in and day out, working 100 million hours because her husband's sick. She's even left her husband now because of them saying that this, that, and this, and she devotes every dime that she has. I bet she barely even eats half the time because she puts every dime that she has into seeing her kids and to trying to get them back. And her mother's such an asshole that you're going to sit there and say, oh, no, she shouldn't have her kids. That's sick. Years she's been doing this as long as I've known her. Years. This woman spends every waking moment that she has trying to get her children back. People that can't take care of their kids or don't do well by their kids, don't do that.
No, and if she was my daughter and she was doing all that, oh girl, their bags are packed. What are you waiting on?
Get them right. You proved yourself 10 times over. Absolutely. So
yes, they are. They're just half brothers.
So, it's just the whole situation is just fucked up.
Because believe me, if Deidre was my daughter, all the coffee pots, all the mirrors, all the lamps, all the waffle irons, all the writing on the floors and the wall, all the screaming, all the getting up early. Yeah, you can have all that.
Because you're
I'm too old for it.
But you do it,
I do.
and that's it. Because there's a lot of people out there, there's a lot of grandparents out there that wish they could be that. Like they wish that they could have gotten that because it would have, but still, it still is very taxing on the parents of the kids that lose their kids because, like you said, you're older now. This isn't where we're all on the downward side here. We're not gaining life anymore. We're on the other side of the par. We're on the 18th side of the hole here. We're on the other 9. We're on the back 9, they call it. So it's tough when you got to do that. I can't imagine. I couldn't imagine. Well, I was imagining it, and then I wasn't imagining it. I was living it, but it was my daughter. But being older and like them dropping, like having to start over again like that. Just when you're finally out, you're never out because it's always your kid. But just when you're finally like everybody's doing okay and you're doing this, and then to get that added to you, there's no vacations for you guys. There's no weekends. There's no, hey, let's go out to the movies tonight, or let's go do this, which is probably all the stuff you talked about long ago. When the kids get out of here, we're going to do this, and this.
I used to tell my kids when they all left home, I said, oh, you all want to come over for the holidays? Okay, I'll give you the address because I'm gonna live in a motorhome. And then I told them, I'm going to give you the address to a motorhome. And when y'all get there, I'm going to be sitting at another motherfucking motorhome laughing at y'all because I don't want you to come back home. And now look at me.
And now there you go. Living in what you've created.
Yeah.
Joke's on you, Tiff.
Yeah, it sure was.
But shit. Well, joke is on you. Have a good night, Tiff.
See you
Have a good
tomorrow.
night, everybody. We'll catch y'all tomorrow. trying to get out of here.
Never been a perfect person. I put the cart before the horse. A list of reasons.
Don't forget Brian's Christmas marathon. We'll be there. A whole bunch of people will be there. Don't forget Christmas Eve into Christmas Day. 24 hours of Christmas at CPS. Don't forget about it.
I heard his voice, so sweet. It put me on my knees. I'm holding on to hope for dear life. With God driving, and I'm finally free at last. God driving, God driving.
We know it's all about the money, we know they lie, we know this is corruption. Does CPS know what they are doing to the children?